What is the communicative approach? The communicative approach is the theory that language is communication. Therefore, the final aim of communicative language teaching in communicative competence. Background. Communicative language teaching rose to prominence in the 1970s and early 1980s as a result of many disparate developments in Europe, the United States, and Britain. In Britain, applied linguistics began to doubt the efficacy of situational language teaching, the dominant method in that country at the time. This was partly in the response to Chomsky's insight into the nature of language. Chomsky has shown that the structural theories of language prevalent at the time could not explain the creativity and variety evident in the real communication. In the United States, the linguist and anthropologist Dale Hymes developed the concept of communicative competence. This was a reaction to Chomsky's concept of the linguistic competence of an ideal native speaker. An influential development in the history of communicative language teaching was the work of the Council of Europe in creating new language syllabuses. The British linguist D.A. Wilkins defined language using notions and functions, rather than more traditional categories of grammar and vocabulary. The principles of the communicative approach. Learn through using it to the communicative. Authentic and meaningful communication should be the goal of classroom activities. Fluency is an important dimension of communication. Communication involves the integration of different language skills. Learning is a process of creative construction and involves trial and error. Teacher's role. Two main roles. The facilitate the communicative process in the classroom to act as an independent participant within the learning teaching group. The teacher is also expected to act as a resource and organizer of resources, and motive, a counselor, guide, an analyst, and researcher. There are many other minor roles of the teacher. Some of these will include being an actor and entertainment. After all, good lesson must be interesting or the students will be switched off and learn nothing.
In practical terms, we need to concentrate on the following. Teacher-student activities, activities and materials. Teacher-student interaction. Since communicative competence is our aim, it is essential that students be given every opportunity to practice communicating. In communicative classroom, teacher taking time, TTT, must be kept to a minimum. This is not to say that the teacher shouldn't speak at all, but TTT should be controlled and appropriate. The classroom should be learner-centered. The teacher's role is to facilitate student communication, which is done through careful selection of materials and activities relevant to the aims of lessons in which they are used. Communication can be divided into two categories, input and output. The four communicative skills can be put into these categories. Input is reading and listening. Output is speaking and writing. Whichever of these skills is being through, the main focus must be on the student and not on the teacher. The interaction should usually be the student to student and should include the teacher only where necessary. During most classroom activity, the teacher will monitor and intervene only where necessary. There are many different types of activities. They provide speaking, listening, writing, and reading. Activities are often used to practice real-life situations, involve social interaction, and so a high level of social and functional language should be expected. Materials. Materials fall into three broad categories. First, text bases. For example, exercise, reading passage, gap fills, recording, etc. Second, task bases like game boards, role plays, card materials for drilling, paid work tasks, etc., representing real life. Third, realia are magazines, newspaper, fruit and vegetable, acts, maps, things for the real world outside the classroom. They can be used as devices for the classroom activities. Once again, not only must the activity be appropriate to the level of the student, but the materials used must be appropriate too. In practical terms, we should not understand that the teacher's job is to get their students to communicate using real language by providing them with instruction practice, and above all the opportunities to produce English in activities which encourage acquisition and fluency.
Thank you for attention.